I don't want it to be almost over. I'm quite happy here, thanks. But lo and behold, 2016 is on the horizon.
The way to look at it is 2016 means a whole new slew of books that we're going to read. We decided that we were going to do a top 10 list instead of the top 5 because there were so many books that we really, really liked this year and we couldn't really justify cutting them out.
No.
So this is our top 10 favorite reads. Not all of these books came out in 2015.
A lot of them, but not all. But these are books we read in 2015.
And we loved, loved.
So it's been a good year, actually.
It has been a really good year.
Because we didn't even have to struggle to put this list together.
And you know, looking back at all of the reviews, because I've gotten really nostalgic, we didn't really give many books. I don't even think we gave any books bad reviews.
No, we really didn't.
So first on our list is Aluminide.
Now, we did do a review of this. It is up, but oh my god, this book was just everything. It was so sci-fi, but the way it kept up the action and how the story was just like told, and you're like, oh, this could end at any time. Like, this is probably where it's gonna end. Nope, there's still like half a book left.
It kept upping itself, like never a dull moment. The stakes were always raised.
Through like found media, like transcripts and vlogs, which generally doesn't work out too well, I find that's very miss more than hit, but they got the characters across, they got the emotions across, and they did an amazing job.
And they gave us Aiden, who is totally my favorite character in the entire book.
Mine too.
And I'm so excited that this is the first book in a trilogy. Oh my god. It's so exciting, and I'm so excited to pick up the second one in 2016, which is a good reason for 2016. So,
if you have not read Aluminide, we totally recommend this book. Next on our list is Carry On by Rainbow Rowell, and we have done a review of it. It will be up in 2016. So, you know, building the anticipation. But just a little bit of a spoiler, we freaking love this book.
Oh, this book was great. This book just... Oh, you know, I'm not a big romance fan. I've never really been a big romance fan. But the romance in this book is so cute. I almost had to put it down because it was just making me feel too much.
I got butterflies, and I don't get butterflies. I don't like butterflies, but just like, you just read it and you're like, oh, it's coming, they're gonna get together, and it is like the highlight of the book when it happens, and there's so much good going on before, but somehow the romance becomes everything.
It's really character driven, the characters are awesome, the world is awesome, the magic system is awesome. I don't think I can say anything bad about this book.
Like, their magic system is based on like catchphrases and popular phrases, and it changes with like language changing over the years. And, you know, the two main characters, Simon and Baz, hate each other, but they're obsessed with each other and they hate each other. I mean, there's strong female characters who are very smart, and there's like an actual platonic boy-girl relationship, which never happens.
Parents are well developed.
Oh my god.
Like, it's great.
And it just from start to finish, it's like the perfect reflection on fantasy books like Harry Potter.
And it's something that I'm definitely going to reread a lot.
Yeah. So if you have not picked up Carry On, go find it.
Next on the list is Carter and Lovecraft by Jonathan L. Howard, and this is the first book in his new series. When we talked to Jonathan L. Howard, he was saying how excited he was about this and how, like, this is the first book that he's written that's, like, really set in the US. And you know what? If he had written this book under a pen name, I would have never put two and two together that this was this author, because it feels so American. And it follows this guy, Carter. He's a private detective. He used to be a police officer, but he had a really bad experience with his partner offing himself after they catch this serial killer. And so he's going around and he inherits this bookstore where he meets Emily Lovecraft, and the two of them end up solving this mystery together. And it starts out kind of like a pretty standard like mystery novel, but then the kind of Lovecraftian weird fiction and weird horror starts coming in, and it's just so well paced. And the ending is amazing. Like, the ending makes this book worth reading. So if you haven't read it, you should totally check it out. Another book I'm going to be rereading, a book I'm going to make Chelsey read.
Next book on our list of top 10 reads possibly makes my top 10 list because I am in love with this thing. I will follow it to the ends of the earth. And we have done a review of this one as well. Holy crap, is it amazing.
I'm so glad I made you read this.
Yeah!
This book is life-changing.
I want to be these characters. And we're talking about rat queens, by the way. I'm so sorry. And it is set in a fantasy world following these 4 group.
They're mercenaries. They're they're a gang of mercenaries, and they each are like a specific kind of D&D class. You have a cleric, and you have a fighter, and you have a mage, and you have a rogue, and they're just they're wonderful.
They're nothing like you would expect. They say exactly what they're thinking. The back of the book describes it as like Sex in the City set in D&D, and it's kind of like that.
Lord of the Rings on crack.
It's so quippy, and just every page is a gem. You cannot just flip through this book because you get sucked into it. You're like, I forgot about this part, and this part too, and this part. I just want to throw this book at everyone I meet. Have you heard about rat queens? Have you heard about rat queens?
A lot of people are getting this for Christmas, by the way.
Oh, so much people. So many people. I just want to be these characters, which I never say. I'm never like, I really want to be Katniss, or I really want to be whoever you want. Never. So they're just going around this fantasy world, causing trouble, having trouble thrown at them, destroying things, having relationships with people. And they do it so well and so wittily. So, in comic this year, this is the one you should be reading. This next book on our list is a surprise because, I don't know, you were just like, random book signing. And I'm like, alright, I guess I'll go, fine.
I do that a lot, don't I?
Yeah, you do. But it worked out this time because I found Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. And, she's been around for a while, and I guess I'm just late to the train. But this is kind of a new series set in her world, so it was just like, alright, I'll pick it up and read it, whatever. Black Tip Pages! Such a pretty book.
It is very pretty.
But the story inside is so good. Her characters are well developed. There's clearly a world with a backstory and mythology, but they're on this heist! And they're misfits who need to work together! And they get themselves into crazy situations, and you're like, how are they gonna get out of this? Oh my god, I never would have thought of that. And then I'm sitting there thinking, okay, so these characters think about it, but how did Leigh come up with this? Because I always find I write myself into situations and I have no idea how to get out of them, but she comes up with the craziest, most amazing, and they all make sense, solutions to problems. But watching these characters get along together and have fights and then make up and then have fights about other things just makes me so happy. And again, another romance in there where I was like, my heart, I don't like this.